All right, how you doing, Dave?
I'm doing great, Charlie. What's up?
Oh man, I just an honor that you're coming on the show, and we get all the folks out here to hear the cool stuff about your new book.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now,
1%er.
Hey, I seen on page 49 there's a picture of Rogue.
Yeah, that's right. When he was a young, handsome man.
Yeah, well, a lot of folks don't know he was a 1%er too. When he was with the Huns.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what's cool is to have guys like that who have been around the block that have said very good things about the book. You know, they've gone on places like, online forums and things of that nature and given me some good reviews on it. And all the photos, including that one, were taken by Kim Peterson, who's been the editor of In the Wind since, early 70s.
Right.
Been at the magazine over 35 years. So it's all real stuff,
Yeah, and what's so cool about it is, I'm down here in San Jose, and I'm pretty close to the boys out here, the boys out here. And, Jim Elwright, he narrates a lot of our Sturgis Rider Live shows and our Bikers Inner Circle movies, and he really liked it, because a lot of books, when they're called 1%, they get into stuff that, clubs really don't care to read or have out there, and your book's about the history and how everything started and stuff. It's really a better look at it,
Well, see, my whole deal when I talk to Motor Books is a very nice guy there named Darwin Holmstrom, who's the editor that I work with. And he's been wanting to do a book about 1%er motorcycle clubs. And I said, the problem I have with that is there are so many books that are out there that are kind of, tell the secrets behind a club or, almost informant-type crap.
Or they even take it further than that and call it a gang, Yeah.
I mean, my whole thing is I did not want to have another one of these books out there that's just a go behind the scenes of the the evil bikers. I didn't want that. What I wanted to do, and what Darwin let me do, was tell the history of rebellion in a way that really hasn't been done in a biker type book before. Where I don't know if you remember this, but David Mann, the great biker lifestyle artist that ran in EASYRIDERS, he did a painting once, and it was just profiles of different guys' faces. And so what the painting looked like is right up front there was a profile of a biker, and in profile next to him there was a cowboy, and next to him there was a mountain man.
Yeah.
And there was a frontiersman, and next to him there was a pirate, and next to him there was a knight. And next to him there was a Hun.
Right.
And that's what the book's about. The book's about
rebellion.
How we're all, it's the seeds of rebellion and.
Well, Dave.
That's who we are.
Dave, the song I wrote about Dave Mann, Ghost Cowboy, was from that tapestry Kim gave me, the Ghost Rider. I couldn't call it Ghost Rider, so I kept looking at it. And I go, well, wait a minute, man. And then the cowboy just kept sticking in my head, and. We could take it way back. The founders of our country, Jefferson and Washington and Benjamin, all those guys, they were rebels, man. They were 1%ers. If they would have lost that, they would have got hung as traitors. I mean, a
lot of people don't realize
our country was founded on rebellion.
They were very close to all being killed.
Yeah.
For putting their names on that Declaration of Independence.
Exactly. They were the first 1%ers, Dave.
Well, in this country, but yeah, I mean, to me, what's interesting is, and you know this yourself, when you were a kid in school, there's all the kids, and there's the kids that are on the straight and narrow path over there, and they're sucking up to the teacher and bringing her apples and stuff. And there's that one kid who's sitting in the back of the class wearing engineer boots looking out the window, and he hears an old FLH shovelhead go by, and he smiles, and you know that kid is going to be a biker.
Exactly.
And you know that kid listens to the beat of his own, drummer, and that beats the sound of a Harley Davidson. It's a whole different thing, and we can't help it. You're either on this side of the fence or not. We're kind of the outcasts. and that's always been what's so interesting about this material. So that's what the book's about. It's not one of these, exposés on the biker lifestyle. It's actually more about why there's a need for rebellion in the world, and without the rebels, you have a pretty piss-poor society.
Now, hey, here's one I wanted to ask you. I'm sure the folks out there want to know, what effects did Easy Rider have on the motorcycle lifestyle from your point of view?
Well, Easy Riders is kind of known as the biker's Bible, because at the time there was no magazine out there for bikers. There were motorcycle magazines, but they would show you a picture of a motorcycle, and they would never show you a picture of the guy that rides the motorcycle. And these in the industry, we call those nuts and bolts magazines, because they would say, we're going to do a shoot-off between this bike and this bike to see which model bike is faster or better or cheaper or whatever. We don't do that. Our magazines are all about the lifestyle. It's about the people that ride the motorcycles. The motorcycles are very important to it, but it's the lifestyle that we focus on, and that's why that our magazines continue to do very well, even in times of down economies or whatever.
Right.
Because people are connected and passionate about the lifestyle, and that's what keeps it going.
Well, like just back in the day, World War II, and back then, them guys came back from the war, and they were still kind of wild and crazy. I mean, and giving them a motorcycle, probably helped them therapy. I mean,
Yeah.
If they didn't have the motorcycle, Lord knows what could have happened.
There were a lot of guys, and they would hang together for the camaraderie, because they understand what they've all been through together.
Hey, I was thinking about this story you told me, and every time I think about it, I just get a big smile on my face about the wild ones. When you was a kid and you used to ride your bicycles, and you'd go across the street and park them, and then go to the next guy's house and let's split. Remember that little joke you told me?
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
It's the truth. After I saw the wild one, because I was born in 1954 when the movie came out. So, I was probably 6, 7 years old when it showed up on television.
Yeah.
And I'm watching this thing. And it changed my life, man. I got all the kids in the neighborhood. We all got our bicycles. We put the goofy playing cards in the spokes so it go blah 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 blah, And we would ride our bikes in formation up and down the streets, and we didn't have anywhere to go, so we'd ride from my house to the kid down the street's house, park the bikes all in a row in front of his house, and sit there for a minute, just sitting there looking around, and then I'd say, "Let's split." And then we'd ride back over to somebody else's house and sit there for a while. That was it. That was the whole thing.
That was cool.
We were being the wild one,
Maybe attack the ice cream man on the way. Hey, come here, you. Give us some ice cream.
That's right. Give us the ice cream and no one gets hurt.
Well, hey, David, just keep writing these books and all the cool stuff. You guys are my mentors, man. I used to just be a band, and then when I got into really writing stuff about motorcycles and the folks that ride them, I started realizing that it's my duty to preserve our history. So I started getting the video cameras and writing more songs about everybody. And you guys have been doing that for so many years, man. And, it's our culture. And, somebody's got to keep it alive, man. And a lot of these guys are getting older now, like Rogue and even us. We're not no young spring chickens anymore, but, I mean, someone has to keep it alive, and so younger generations can check it out. And you guys are at the front on the front lines on that stuff, man. And I really appreciate everything you do, Dave.
Well, we're going to keep doing it too.
Well, when I grow up, I want to be just like you. When I grow up, though, I don't think I'm ever going to grow up. Hey, we're going to roll out of here now.
There's no future in growing up.
Yeah, there ain't. Hey, we're going to roll out of here, but could you do me a big favor?
Absolutely.
Can you roll out of here as Jack Sparrow?
I certainly could, mate. Look here, all of you, I'm glad you're listening. Have a wonderful rest of the day, whatever you're doing, and remember to drink lots of rum, eh? That's what I do.
All right, now go out and get the book, 1%er by Dave Nichols. Hey, we love you, Dave.
Thank you, Charlie. Y'all take care.